Let me just switch over the thing. And, oh, let me make sure that I've actually switched over the other thing. Yes, I have. Now I'm only going to play Bastion for maybe an hour and a half or so. If I've got a little bit more time after that, I might go back to Zomboid or something, because we do know I have a problem. But, see what happens. Maybe I'll get really into this and I'll just play this, who knows, I don't know. I do have to work in the morning, presumably, because we're supposed to get hit with another absurdly shitty amount of weather again. I forgot this was a WB Games game. Which is also interesting considering how hideously in flux that's going to be these days. Okay, I think I actually need to restart the game. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I was able to switch it that way. I had thought that the controller hadn't connected quickly enough for the game to read it. Because that's the other problem, too. If I'm going to be going back through and playing a lot of these older games that I bought on Steam, it's hard to say how well the controllers are going to work for them. Most games probably keep up to date on that, if it has controller support at all. In some games, I don't really care. I'm perfectly happy playing it with a mouse and keyboard, but I feel like this is one that a controller would. Now, I think I'm just going to start a new game, because why wouldn't I? I haven't played this game, I'd say, in well, again, I tried to play it again in 2019, so I haven't played it in about 7 years.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Rippling walls. The tippling walls. Walls like getting hammered like anybody else.
Sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
And the kid's hands, they're so huge. Yeah, I forgot the whole hook of this game was that the world just kind of
feet as it point the way.
This.
Don't stop to wonder why.
Also, I can't remember if this is a guy imitating Ron Perlman or if that's actually Ron Perlman.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
I feel like I'm standing on nothing there, but okay. And things are kind of fucked up, but I can fuck it up even more.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella. Forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises, though.
But I didn't get hit. I thought I didn't get hit. So I see I can just collect things by smashing the shit out of everything. Makes sense. Although not everything.
For a while.
I do love that I'm just constantly being narrated, though. That kid got a little pissed off. Decided to wreck things a little bit more. Like a true video game protagonist, he had to make sure every stone was uncovered.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
remember correctly, the narrator actually physically appears in the game. Of course, the other thing that makes me think that this guy is either Ron Perlman or is, you know, trying to imitate Ron Perlman is I've been playing New
He's
Vegas
worked up
again.
quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting.
Have I been playing New Vegas again because of the new season of Fallout the TV show? Yes.
Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around me. Must have fled here from the mines.
It's the health tonics. Maybe it's not bad.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
An accessory covered in soot holds great value of the sentimental throw. Also holds hair firmly in check. Let's hang on to it just in case. City crest, a memento, an identification badge from the old days. All those unofficial business for the city bear the Star of Caledonia. Actually, no, that's not how you pronounce it. Calondia. Calondia. It is said to represent warmth, labor, and sacrifice. Okay, yeah, press Y.
He sets foot inside one of Solandia's famous waterfalls.
Solandia. That's it.
Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
Oh, that's a shame.
Then Kid finds his trusty shield. But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
World may be ending, and I still somehow get into a bar fight.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Maybe I should go say hello to the bartender. He's just hanging around. He don't say much, but he's a friendly sort. Yeah, I'm not paying for all this once he comes to. If he comes to.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Can switch back to the crossbow or not. Though I guess I'll find that out the further along I go.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. It wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
I mean, I do appreciate that. One shot, one kill, man. Something stringy.
Kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
Oh, I didn't realize I could fall like that. Great material for the breaker's bow. Stretch of me's gut, prized by boyers and peltball fans. One more reason for the popularity of meese hunting. Ah yes, the meeses. We got those around here too. You gotta be real careful about them when you're driving. They like to lick the salt on the highways, don't you know?
Good news
Peace.
is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they ain't for the kid.
Meeses, of course, being the plural of moose, as we all know. Wow, I really got myself fucked up that time, huh? I do like that you can get experience points if you pick up a health file and
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner.
Whoops. I can foresee that it's going to be difficult for me to keep myself in place.
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
I feel like everything's a tough part of town at this point, don't you think? Although the fact that it's all floating in the air is kind of
One
neat.
sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Squirt cider, red rum, and fetching fizz. Fermented squirt extract with a nose of stale bread and ocean water. Very nutritious. Tastes like shit. Red rum. % critical hit chance. Active only for health. Pungent concoction that calms senses and steadies the nerves, favored by the breakers and other fighting forces. Fetching fizz. Absorbs stray fragments. Started as a barroom prank, but evolved to become popular with miners and scrap workers. Metallic aftertaste. Also, all of this tastes like shit. Let's get the fetching fizz.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Okay, this is how I can do it. Did he pronounce it Ceylondian? I think it was Ceylondian, wasn't it? Attack power increases as bowstring is drawn. With these durable lightweight bows, Ceylondian breaker divisions reconnoitered the farthest reaches of the land. City. Ammunition. That's not how you spell ammunition. Ammunition chamber fashioned from an unlucky beast gives a distinct silhouette to these silent repeating rifles once favored by burra hunters. Stationary attacks with it are more powerful. Heavy-duty hammers such as this constructed Celdonia's famous rippling walls, protected them from elements and foes alike. Dancing shot. Secret breaker technique that causes an arrow to bounce from target to target. Originally intended only for spectacle, proved to have practical uses. There is spitting strike that can those originally developed by City Mason's wrecking teams. Spiral of walls that deals damage in direction. Trappers would rely on this technique in the event it's around. Let's go with the dancing shot. Considering the spin very frequently causes me to go sailing off the edge, and I feel like that's probably a bad idea.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
So there's this person he just told me I saw. Have they appeared somewhere? See this person he was talking about.
The old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
You know what's left of it. That I can destroy these things before the enemies even form. That's nice. All if I own the soundtrack to this game. If I don't, I should get it. It's pretty good.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. The smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
I'm assuming that those two things are not related. I have a problem. My problem is that I need soundtracks for everything. Is that my problem? I feel like it's a good problem to have.
Scumbags.
Oh, these things. I remember these things.
Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Fan of this. Ah! And they're putting holes in the floor too, aren't they?
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Work, you hope that everyone who sees me perpendicularly hears the Super Mario soundtrack. What a weird thing to say. Although, I suppose if you really think about it, they're not going to have any choice if I'm walking along and I keep going, Yahoo! Ah! And, you know, assorted other Mario noises. You assume that's how I walk?
Finds the core to the Wharf District.
I mean, if I was truly Mario, I'd probably be jumping everywhere, and my back can't handle that. If I see a mushroom on the grass, I smash it. I mean, would I smash it or do I eat it? What is it Mario even does with those things? Has anybody ever thought about that? Does he grind them up and snort them? Does he eat them? Does he step on them? Although I suppose a Goomba is a mushroom, maybe. As a roommate of mine used to say, is like Goombas are traitorous members of the Mushroom Kingdom who threw in with Bowser for a share of the gold. I don't know where he got this information, but it seems legit to me.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling you better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
Of course it is. Because what's a video game without a section like this?
See, that core kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Kid really wanted to get those things down there. I thought I really needed those. Leave me alone, you son of a bitch!
At last, the Skyway's in sight.
Hello, Lidsvids. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, and thank you very much for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, you just came from playing some multiplayer Pyre, eh? A game from these developers. I don't know if Rolls is still in the chat to give you a shout-out, but... And hopefully doing this is not going to cause the game to close on me, but hey, let's see what happens. Me, being a professional. Hey, there we go. It worked. Yeah, I've heard of Pyre, but I've never actually played it.
Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Saying when I began my little preamble for this game is like, I have not played this in a very long time, and I've never finished it, so that's why I'm diving back into it. Yeah, because who developed this one again? I should know this because I saw the logos pop up at the beginning of the game. It was Supergiant Games, wasn't it?
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
Narrator friend! Of course, now I have to ask the depressing question, is Supergiant Games even still around after the culling of the last several years? I kinda hope they are.
We talk for a spell.
It's about the seal representing the city of Caledonia. Salandia. I'll get the name right eventually. He's only meant to be for uniform identification. Oh yes, Supergiant's the crowd that made Hades. I forgot about that. Okay, it's good to know that they're still actually rolling on. And you know what? I haven't played Hades 2. I've played a little bit of the first Hades. I think, yes, I do own that. But now that I think about it, it actually kind of makes sense that the same people who made Hades made this, because I can kind of see how Hades would be an evolution from here.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
It's about the large bluish mineral found in the Wharf District. It feels warm to the touch, and hums like a motor. What exactly does it do?
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Very cryptic. It's about what happened to Nacy, the girl who used to pin her hair back. Is she here already? Where is everyone?
I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up. Ain't always much to say.
Except you have a lot to say because you're narrating my entire life, apparently.
Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown.
Now the truly funny thing is, I don't know that I ever got much further than this in this game. I guess I'll see now, won't I?
Kid ponders what to build.
Distillery plans for a facility whose specially brewed spirits enhances one's natural abilities. Just need a place to build it. The only spirits permitted on the rippling walls were the kind that increase productivity. Seems a bit suspect, but alright. Plans for a facility that stores weapons and secret skills. Just need a place to build it. Solandia. I keep wanting to say Caledonia. Solandia pioneers always traveled light, locking up anything they didn't need on hand. Let's make a distillery.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Hearty Punch. +1 chance to carry on defeated, damage surrounding foes if defeated. Aromatic beverage served piping hot. According to folktales, it can almost wake the dead. Where whiskey? % critical hit chance. Active only when below % health. Scentless yet very brisk beverage of boiled rattletail whisker, used to revive patients in triage centers. Cinderblock Stout. Spicy nutty flavors and a dry aftertaste. Very heavy and filling. Stick with squirt cider for now, I think.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Breaker barracks. Here the breakers once honed their skills and focus with their bows. So thank you, Rolls, for the belated shout-out. I think I may have already done that, but hey. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, Rolls. Maybe let's go to the
Breaker barracks. Many straight shooters learn their way here.
Let's check this place out first.
Used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots. He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
I mean, can I use the skill? No, I can't. Okay. Kinda sucked.
A perfect shot just happens in a flash.
No doubt there's a much more efficient way I could be doing this. Definitely not that way. Something tells me I probably need to increase my power with the bow. Or I can just do this. Sucked. I could have done this better, but probably not much better. Oh, also, shit. Fine. Really narrowing, and I feel like I did pretty badly, if I'm being honest.
Kid ain't had
try to
enough
do it.
of the breaker's barracks.
Let's try to do it in 10 shots or less. I don't think I can do any better than that right now, but... let's try it this way. If I can get 4 of them, oh, that'd be nice. Except I don't think I'd be able to. I can't go through 3. I can't go through any more than 3, it seems. But if I do this correctly, I should still be able to get...
It takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
So what are these targets? They look like... what's that really spiky fruit that looks dangerous? Durians? Is that what they are? That's what these things look like. Have I ever eaten... I don't think I've ever eaten a durian, to be honest. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what they taste like. Spiky. I'm assuming they taste spiky. Just do that, eh? Although only to a certain degree. It's still better if I'm closer to the target when I start. Okay, I think I can do this in 10 shots. If I was better or smarter, I could probably do it in less, but... it's about as well as I can do right now, I think. I need some upgrades. Yeah, see, 5 shots or fewer? Not happening right now. Clockwork Organizer, once used for work and recreation. These springs and sprockets could be put to better use. Chunk of precious alloy found deep underground. Staple died at gas fellas. I forgot that a lot of the basic enemies were called gas fellas, and I love that that's what they're called.
You return.
The wee little gas fellas.
Materials we need. Sometimes a single look says it all.
I mean, that's cool, but I probably can't do anything on any of that stuff yet. To the Workman Ward.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
You can do that. I also love that this is a very... what's the word I'm looking for? Inefficient travel method, considering I faceplant every time I get somewhere. You gotta have a nose of steel to live in this place.
Used to live, tending to his flock.
Ah. Also, I kind of feel bad for the gas fellas, because I'm assuming they were just slave labor, weren't they?
No white gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
soiled garment, like the gas fellas wear. Gas fellas used to tend to mines, but now are storming the remains of Celandia in alarming numbers. But for what? I don't know, because they're probably pissed off? I feel like if I was forced to work the mines all the time, I'd be pretty angry too. I'm assuming that's the situation.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
I don't know what the odds are that I would have come to the right spot.
A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town.
I do like that. Just like that, I've apparently finished this area.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as
That's
well
good.
check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
I mean, exactly that. I do want to check the rest of this place if I can. Not that he could do that.
He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Shit, I thought that's a war machine.
It's just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
Oh, that's a big boy. Didn't realize that.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
Pressing. Because we'll see what that does now in a moment. Once I find another enemy.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley.
Sounds lovely. You can just call me the Squat Whisperer.
Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel.
Yeah, I feel kind of...
Ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
either just falling to his death, apparently. But I do kind of feel bad, because all of these guys have names? Names and professions and all that jazz? So I feel like it's going to...
Is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
I feel like we're going to learn something dark and harrowing about this place, and the funny thing is, as long as this game has been out, and as long as I've owned it, I don't actually know how it ends. I don't know much about the story of this game. Which is something of a marvel in of itself, if you think about it. Squirt friends. Patch of Zulwood leaves, best not handled bare-handed. The road's sharpest blades are treated with their oil.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing.
So I feel like calling them windbags is mean. I feel like they should be lodging a complaint.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Something heavy, something stringy, something sharp. Speed string. Durable bowstring designed for faster firing. Power string. 2 target penetrations per shot. Thick and heavy bowstring that provides superior power. Yeah, let's go for that.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like new again.
Now I presume I can only pick one of these at a time. Scumbag arrowheads. Scumbag. Arrows cause damage over time. Noxious arrows steeped in the muck of a scumbag. Stabweed arrow. It's plus 50% damage. Devastating arrow bristling with 100 of stabweed. Too tough. Yes. Let's go with that. Except not really, because I think I want to upgrade something else first. Keen edge, critical hit chance. Serrated edge. Unsettling sawtooth blade built for destruction. Yeah, let's get that.
A little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
And I don't have enough for this. Okay. Just have to wait. And I do believe...
Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Despite the ragged hood belonging to some ill-fated gas fella, why are they flooding the city, ransacking its remains?
The windbags used to be alright, then the calamity took the floor out from under him. What else is there to say?
You sure that's all there is to it? I do like that this fella's my friend now.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Yeah, let's build a forge next.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it. A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Saying critical hit chance, especially with hammerhead that can do anything. Sledgehead. I feel like flat damage
Kids'
is better.
lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
I'll stick with the sword for now. Although, you know, I probably should have built the arsenal so I can switch out my weapons, but... Well, not even weapons. I think I'd want to switch over the skill. But hey!
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Melting pot. Has to be locked up in here somewhere amid all the cargo.
The workman ward. Them windbags used to keep the city humming along here.
Sundown path. Should be along this precarious walkway. Be careful of it. Let's go to the melting pot.
The melting pot. Place hoarded all sorts of fineries from beyond the boundless sea.
So were we always floating in the air, or is this a new development? I can't recall.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
How do you know how tight the skin of a squirt is? Clearly it can't be that tight because I just smushed a bunch of them. Via my incredibly chaotic travel system.
Calamity, it had to be stabweeds.
Wasn't that a good thing because I used them to upgrade my shit? Bundle of bones from a carrion critter. The city never got these under control. The Calamity did.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. It cuts down every stab weed like there's gotta be a prize for it. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
That's for cutting down all the stab weeds? Stab weeds? Probably not.
No breaking a cage like that, but the kid tries anyway.
Calling them stab weeds? That seems a bit strange. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that about them. Seems unlikely that I'm actually going to get anything for cutting them all, though, but hey. We're close to things I actually do want to destroy. Gotta get me some precious building resource. What's this?
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
No, the answer to that is everything.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
This is handy.
The cage. It's gonna take a little while.
Squirt, fellas!
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Oh, that's just too bad.
Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it.
Oh, nice.
At this rate,
Hey, if all I had to do was kill the boss.
maybe 30. Hard to tell.
I thought that thing was invisible. Or intangible, maybe, is the more
Squirts get
proper
real
word.
territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland. Tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
This is taking so long.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
No kidding. I really wish I had a multi-shot thing here. No, that might be asking for too much.
A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give or take a few seconds.
Damn you, narrator.
The core's within reach. And done.
Ah! Done here yet? They're still dropping shit, but other than that... Do I want to pick up the core? Yeah.
He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
You gonna let me out? What's happening? Or was that one... No, I gotta get to this place. Okay. I get the feeling I should have stuck around or gone to the other place, but...
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
Oh, there you are. Hello, old man. Where did they come from, and when?
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Yeah, I think I'll still keep the war ready, but I'll switch
Bow
back.
and machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Secret technique, automatic counter blocks all along attacks for a short time. Made famous in a spectacular showing at the... I think I'm just gonna go back to some shot.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
It's not a problem. I don't know if I'm gonna be using that. Oh look, we have another proving ground. Let's head back to the melting. Oh, I can't. Okay, so once I grab the core, I can't... Well, that's a mistake I'm going to have to learn from. I should have checked the rest of the place before I went down. Oh well, or at the very least I should check the rest of the place before I started lifting that cage. Let's go to,
That's Windbag Ranch. Perfect place to work a blade if you got the stomach for it.
Yeah, let's check this place out.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms. Slippery little devils. Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Yeah, I need to actually fling. I don't like staying away from me. Squirt. taking way too long. So I probably don't need to charge it as long as I have them. These things aren't that strong.
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Okay, it took me a bit better than 2 minutes. How long do I need to get the next thing? Under 90 seconds. No. No, I think I'll pass. At least for right now.
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe.
See me making fun of the way you stink.
We ain't much for pleasantries. The Bastion, Ceylondia's safe haven, once the highest point in the city. Too bad it wasn't finished before the calamity struck. The Sundown Path, lovely place for a stroll, before the calamity, that is.
It's a lovely place for a fight, maybe.
Couples used to walk the Sundown Path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Oh, cool.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single
of course it
panic
does.
squirt could bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky.
Well, at the very least, the whole place isn't collapsing. Just some of the place is collapsing.
Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up.
And this.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide. Quick and careful is the only way to go.
Now you say that.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery.
Well, I'm sorry that you think me fighting for my life constitutes tomfoolery, but... just got a different perspective on things, I suppose.
Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars.
Use it to look for someone who gives a damn. Portable telescopic lens used for stargazing. Sundown Path once held breathtaking views of the stars, the mountains, and the sea. Now only the stars remain.
Air travel always was an iffy proposition.
And yet that's all I do now.
The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows.
Excuse me while I keep rolling across this toxic sludge.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we could do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
Is it you?
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake.
I guess it was this thing.
Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
Oh, that's a shame. Really could have used that thing. I do like all the essences that I just picked up, though. That's handy.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them. There's wires to toss those things plenty far away.
Burnt. Slab of burstone blown topside during the calamity. Forged in flame already, it is highly resistant to heat.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky.
That my entire town has apparently been blasted to Kingdom Come, so you know. We've all got our problems.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
What happened to my cat?
Who else could have survived the calamity?
Like that cat, did that cat survive the calamity? Boring minds wish to know.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
I'll tell you what cat did survive the calamity. That one. That one right there. Stars remain on the horizon. The mountains are gone. We're no closer to the stars now, are we?
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we build.
Thanks for the tip. Chendel. Special mechanism that launches hidden blades from the grip. I think I'd rather do 100% critical hit damage. Although if I'm doing that, I may as well switch over to that.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
I'm going to bother upgrading that because I kind of want to stick to the bow. Let's do one more area and then maybe go back to the proving grounds for the bow. Like I said, I might switch over to something else. Maybe Zomboid. Only for a little bit, though. Although I see there's proving grounds for the, this thing.
The Hanging Gardens. Folks used to go here to relax from their relaxing.
See, there you go, that's the problem. That's why everything fell to bits. People were too relaxed, they were falling all over the place. I tell you kids these days.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Oh, well, I just completely destroyed a couple of people. That's great. If they weren't dead before, they definitely are now.
Calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
Okay, I can destroy them. Probably makes no difference, but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, you cannot stand on the cloth. Good to know. Oh, I was going to swap the grenade back out for the bow thing, but here we are. Oh boy, hookahs.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
Let's go. Piled. Oh, even the birds got it, apparently. How about that?
Like him.
Oh, a person. A very depressed-looking person. Kind of makes sense, I guess.
In the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
I do like that we're getting little snippets of story for some of these
Lordy
poor
the
dead
Bird
petrified
Boy
people.
Didn't make it.
It's distressing.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But
He's dead, Jim.
he survived.
He's not dead, Jim.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Sigil. Insignia borne by people of the Ura heritage. Zazal's spade was a rare sight in Celandia. Keep mispronouncing it. Before the calamity, as very few Ura lived in the city. Now there are fewer still. Though more of them than most other people, considering this guy's still alive. Somehow.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we?
What do you mean by that?
The core survived as well.
Got no choice but to break these people. Oh wait, no, I'm good.
And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much?
Say to him, we need to leave or we're all
Kid
going to
has no
die.
clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
Survivor agreed to return to the Bastion.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Cool that we've actually been working together for this long and we haven't actually introduced each other yet. Yeah, the squirt's more interesting anyway. I do like this game's art style. It's pretty neat. Rux, his name is Rux. Were there many Ura living in the city before the Calamity? Can they be trusted here?
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Okay, this is actually the furthest I've made it in this game so far, considering I just got a new achievement for it. What was it like living in the city? Didn't you get homesick?
For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
You didn't happen to see a girl who wore this in her hair, did you?
We all lost loved ones in the Calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine.
Maybe this can help you take your mind off things. You can help us find new skyway paths.
Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the Calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
Have you been in Caelondia long? Did you travel all the way from the east?
Born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, well, yeah, that's just a hand grenade. Caelondian army rarely depended on these, for their sheer force drew controversy. Fair enough.
That kid ain't finished here yet.
Oh wait, you are correct.
The cores. They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Are they, though? They don't seem alright to me. They're improving,
Well,
but...
look what we have here.
Plans for a structure that chronicles past and future efforts. Just need a place to build it. Necessary testament to the Calamity. By paying tribute to the past, one may better prepare for the future. Calamity tore the old world to pieces, yet even the smallest fragments can be restored in the Bastion. Let's build the lost and found.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Oh, okay. It's essentially the store. Whale ale. Shinbro? Stabsynth. Automatically retaliate when injured. Waxy, thirst-quenching drink refined from ground stabweed. Spitting up the needles is considered rude, but effective. Lunkhead liquor. Bitter, leathery flavor comes from the bits of lunkhead scales, believed to improve reflexes. Soothing hot herbal brew with restorative properties, hints of citrus and berry flavors. Pale ale. Mariners concocted this mixture to see them through rough waters, musky, smoky aroma. Something coarse. Oil of refined alloy favored by machinists, used to make firing mechanisms and ammunition. Raver slash. Lightning fast flurry of strikes that can cut through even the toughest armor. The origins of this technique are widely disputed, though its potency is not. Yeah, sure, why not?
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Let's let's equip that one, despite the fact I'm not really going to use it right now.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Support and Pith Orchard. Let's do some training first, though. Thing is, though, I need to do this in 5 shots, and I don't know if I know how I can do that. Also I see that, if I hit it during the shine, I do a power shot. Don't really need to for that, though. Perhaps I see. Maybe? I could be mistaken about this, though. I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? As I do that, and that's 2. Then I think I do... I get these 3. No, I think I can do it in 5 if I do it this way. All right, let's see if it works. Yeah, because even if I only destroy 2 with this strike, then I can get the last one in 1 shot and we're good.
He's feeling real proud of that show.
Got me a new skill out of it. Perfect. Alright, let's try the rifle thing.
I almost don't believe it when he says he passed the Breaker's challenge.
Damn right I did. Don't you doubt me, old man.
No place better than Trapper's Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right.
This one seems simple enough. He says as the floor starts catching up to him. I thought I was safe there. I was wrong.
Trapper wouldn't walk away empty-handed.
And then I just roll off the platform. So I need to destroy 48 for the next one. I think I need to upgrade myself a little bit if
To
I'm
think
gonna
a
clear
rickety
that some more.
place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did.
Okay, I actually have an upgrade thing here. Double clip speed. Faster reload.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Some cartridge filled with countless bone shards, improved firing rate, attack spread. Heavy bolts. I don't know if extra damage would actually work for that. I think a wider attack spread.
That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Let's test that out. Before I switch over to something else.
That's Trapper's Shingle. Only place in the city to go to get certified with a repeater. Kid decides to keep working his aim and footwork on the shingle. Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazines.
I feel like I'm probably not going to do much better this time. The wider spread is probably not helping me because I'm not firing as directly. Case in point, I just went way off then. Yeah, I think extra damage was the way to go. For some reason, I thought wider spread would make me hit more targets in the one go, but that does not seem to be the case. However, I have reached the next
Expert
threshold.
got something extra to give him an edge.
What's the next one I need to do? 64. Okay. Is this something greasy? Something greasy. It's in a rattletail oil and mechanical lubricants. And now it rains.
We talk a little here and there.
Switch over to that. Okay, I think that's going to do for that. So, I've actually started thoroughly enjoying playing that. I have no idea why I stopped playing this so long ago, but, yeah. And I don't know, sometimes it's nice to actually start something new, or new-ish, I guess, just to break yourself up from the funk of all the other things you're playing. Now, of course, that being said, I am going to stream a little bit longer, and I am going to play a little bit of that game. You know that game. Zomboid. Project Zomboid, that's it. However, I am going to take a quick break to go grab myself something else to eat. And while I am doing so, I'm going... Did I say eat? I meant drink. I need to get myself something else to drink. Jesus Christ. Yeah, while I'm doing that, let's throw on something else for you to listen to. Oh, I don't know. Scorching Wind from Kenshi. There we go. Right. I shan't be long.